All right. Good afternoon, everyone. We're gonna have a little bit of Dyson Sphere program. We're gonna have some Patreon games tonight, but this is what we're gonna do now. Now I can't do 12 hours. I'm gonna eat dinner in like 1.5, 2 hours, something like that. We'll see. Anyway, I've installed a few more mods. They're not that big. One of them allows for a faster install of nodes. So normally you could have at most like 120 sales per node. We can do a lot more now, which is pretty good because it means that you can actually fill these up much, much faster. Because one not fun thing is sitting around when you already have their production and there's literally no way to speed it up anymore. So yeah. Let's see. Another one you might have noticed is Hellmod, which is very similar to the Factorio one, where it'll tell you what you need for a factory. So, if you want two belts of blue, this is what you're going to need. Only 661s making this, aka, Jesus Christ, we're going to need more productivity. However, currently, unironically, the blocking factor of this factory, which I haven't really changed since last stream, is sulfuric acid. And that's not a joke, it's sulfuric freaking acid. It's a lot better now, but there are two different factories in my setup that use it. And it's crucial that I have this. Like, genuinely one of the most important components that it's made with it, namely reinforced the titanium alloy, because it's used in this fuel, for example. So, I am going to make sure that we have the production up to scratch, because I do actually have more of it. Like, this is a very small amount of production. I've got more in my home on another system, but there just isn't enough sulfuric acid. So, because we ran out of buffers. So what I'm going to be doing is going over there with a lot more than this. Just to make sure that I can hook up, at least twice or maybe 4 or 5 times or so what I have at the moment. Because I don't know exactly what my production versus consumption is, because at the moment it's very skewed. Thankfully, I have a place that actually has these lakes, so it shouldn't be that difficult to get some. What else do we need? We need engines and magnets and stuff like that. I think the only thing I've done more is chips as well. Is add some more production to the blue, like try to expand that and identify the bottlenecks there. It's a fairly complex setup. I think it requires more iron ore still, iron plate production, but that is not acutely needed, as it were. So I won't be focusing on that at the moment, at least. Mark II, maybe should upgrade you. Anyway, any other mods that I've installed should be probably small ones. I don't think I've disabled a few things. One of them broke my U button. One of them changed the render distance, which looked kind of neat, but it also meant that whenever I would like zoom around the universe when looking for things, it just broke. And not just like a little bit of a break. No, it stops rendering half the damn thing, half the damn game. So one more thing I can do, don't really need to, but I can, is increase this. Right now we're consuming, a little bit of the 14 gigawatts we have. And we are actually limited with science research by antimatter at the moment. So I wouldn't be amiss with more of that. But fuel production is currently the biggest issue. We are running out. There is a blackout coming. As you can see, that's like all the buffers we have. And I need more for myself as well. So we're not dead yet, but I do need more. So I need to check, do I have enough belts? Got enough belts. I have a international one. Do I have transport? Got enough for one. But let's grab a few more right here. So yeah, let's go to Mirage, which is, or Mirac, whatever, where we have a sulfuric acid lake. I think. Oh, Atri has it as well. So I could, we can do it in Mirac, but Atri has a bit closer, right? 5 light years, 3 light years. Yeah, let's go to Atria. There we go, and let's go. But there will be no 12 hours of this. I've got dinner tonight. I've got Patreon afterwards. Tomorrow, I don't know exactly what my schedule will be because we're gonna have to set up the rando with Alpha, Prelix, and Strudel. But whatchamacallit? Quickly see if I can actually check. Let's go to Atria 1. And then afterwards I should have some time to do a stream, but I also want to do some exploratory work for a plugin that I might want to write for our rando races. Is that the only lake? That looks better around the North Pole. Sorry, South Pole, I guess. And then Sunday will be that, just like almost. What is this kind of world? It's volcanic ash world. Neat. Yeah. So yeah, my whole Sunday will be filled with pain, and while making sure Alpha suffers as well. Can I? Well, I'm not sure if you saw the conversation on Discord, but holy hell, Alpha wants some really torturous settings. Probably only catch the end. That's a shame. Well, what end? There will be no end. Like, we're not going to finish on Sunday, and that's not just me, like, being, oh, we're not going to finish on Sunday because reasons. No, it's just, there's no way in hell we're going to be able to finish on Sunday. I'd be extremely surprised if we did. The settings we're using are already going to be pretty bad. And if Alpha's to believe, it's going to be even worse. You fly back home, I see. Ooh, did I remember to bring power? 13 should be enough. These don't consume that much. So yeah, Alpha wanted some really dumb settings. Stuff like decoupled entrances and exits, which is a terrible idea. And Alpha could not understand why I didn't want that. But I fly back home Sunday. Oh, it's only half. Well, we'll be starting at like 1 in the afternoon CET. Lack of item, we already ran out. It's kind of good, I guess. I don't know. We're going to be starting at 1 CET, which would be, I don't know, would it be an American time? But yeah, it's gonna be. We're not gonna start super early because Brelix is also gonna be joining, and he's BRBR. So we can't start too early because it would be like 6 in the morning for him, which is a bit too torturous for too long of a run. So Well, yeah, we'll start in the afternoon. We're probably going to play quite a while on Sunday itself. And we'll probably have to continue some other day. Frankly, the chance of us completing this on Sunday itself is, I would say, very close to 0. And that's irregardless of who would be joining. Sorry, regardless of who would be joining, due to just the insane time investment it can take. Rando ain't a joke. All right, almost done here. I don't expect there to be any real bottlenecks here. Let's see, we need warproofs, we need power, and we're going to produce sulfuric acid. So I'm going to go grab a belt for power. So let's do it like here. Because there's one more lake like here, right? Yeah. As you might remember, the setups that we have right now. Does it even work? Highly doubt it. But let's see. So we put in one of you. Demand from remote, demand from remote. For something to use in a microwave. Wait, what do you mean? And they gave you a styrofoam plate. Oh, it's a plate. That doesn't seem like the brightest thing to do. Just my guess. Yeah, there, Dennis. Styrofoam plate. Like, at best, it's just gonna melt. At worst, it's gonna set the whole thing on fire. There we go. So now it should power all of them. Jeez, is that really that much power? Oh, you're still charging as well, of course. Let me actually set you to like a very low amount. Yeah. So let's add a few more. Imagine not exporting mini suns. I actually was thinking about that, but my current setup has an issue with that. It doesn't produce enough. Like, I don't know if my setup can produce enough titanium alloy right now. Which is actually the bad thing. Using deuterium power is a waste of Dyson sphere parts. I don't agree. Cost isn't that high. This is not enough sulfur, I can already tell you that. But at 200 megawatts, I don't think we'll be needing much more. Yeah, we can actually do that perfectly. If I go to entire star cluster, sulfuric acid, it's probably enough, but I just prefer to have at least a buffer there. here, titanium alloy. We're not producing enough. It can consume way more than that. 2k sulfur a minute. I don't know. Yeah, see, it's a slight issue. What? Why are you so low? Sulfuric acid. Oh, sorry, that's refined oil. Yeah. So sulfuric acid is a bit better now. I think with this it should be fine. The biggest issue came from... Well, I can't do anything here anyway, so I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to Dubba, because I need to check how that's going there. The issue was mostly that I was running out of titanium alloys to make cells as well, to make antimatter fuel. Yeah, sulfur oceans are amazing. I have a few around. Not as plentiful as I'd like, but it could have been worse. Like, they aren't in the system that I want them in. Like, for example, Dubba. It doesn't have sulfuric acid oceans. That would be the dream. But no. No, I need to check it out on Dubba 4. Yeah, they aren't complex, it just consumes a lot. And you also need water, which isn't a guarantee depending on your system. Plop. Crunch. Good. This is what I'd like to see. A lot of it's underway. And we're producing. So funny you can make water from hydrogen. Don't think about it. I think people have been adding recipes and modding, but the modding is like in a very weird place where I believe... Yeah, there's a deprecated mod for that. I believe that they'll change it a lot, though. I believe that what they will do is... there's a lot of mods at the moment. But I think that as soon as as the modding framework is out, it'll just be gone. Let's see, can I add one more lane here? I think I can. Because I don't think you produce enough to actually be combined into one. Why I need so many alloys? What do you think? Why do I need so many alloys? What do you think? Wait, where is it? Are you actually producing that many parts? Yes. Therefore the... Oh, no. Because of this issue, what I was doing is I stopped it. I stopped consumption for a while. Because I was noticing my power... because so many places need this stuff... I needed to have bigger buffers because I think that my production has been higher than my consumption in theory, but I am producing more than you. But the issue was that this resource was consuming all the sulfuric acid, which meant that the production on my planet wasn't enough to keep up with my own power demands. So this is why I want it to be higher. You can see from this even that like, we need more freaking of this. So I want this to be as high as possible. Like, I would prefer for the component that is the limiting factor to not be crucial to other processes, and that is the case at the moment. Which is why I want to make sure. That was the progress. I think I'm about a third done. Of my current half, I think I'm about halfway done. I haven't checked exactly. It's also been paused for a while. Everything, including I think sil consumption as well. I don't recall, because like almost all my production facilities had their buffers run out, and I'd rather I just installed it to take a look at how it would work. Like this was also running out because like the iron consumption on my forge planet was inadequate. So I had like a lot of, because I was running it I had it run for a few hours last stream, and I noticed that it just like everything ground to a halt. So I was figuring out most of the bottlenecks there. It's still looking okay, I think. I wonder if I can add one more row to each of these. I don't remember if I actually measured these out. This planet is pretty barren. Not really. The thing is that this is the only planet in this system that has silicon and titanium. And it has fire ice, which I'm using for production of... So, like, the reason why I chose this planet is because, like, the fire ice get made into hydrogen and graphene, and then those two are required to produce these crystals. So I just had to import this one. And then with those cashmere crystals, I can then make the wavelets. And then with those wavelets, I can then make the chips, which I make here. Yeah. So then I import these chips and the wavelets from this planet. So then I can make these. And then I make these here. So it's like, it's all... it all kind of came from the fact that this is where I have fire ice. And like, I need to import crystals anyway. And it's faster than importing to yada yada yada. This planet looks so stupid with the clipping. What do you mean, what clipping? Oh, those shadows, you mean? Yeah, it kind of does. Oh, the machine clipping into towers. Yeah. I I just kind of left it that way. I know I don't have, I know you can design around it, but yeah. I think it's because they don't have hitboxes up here, so like you can fly through them. Because otherwise it would just tell you that it would collide with it, right? And it would just say, oh, you can't build there. Actually, for this it would genuinely be useful, so I can actually show you how it works. It just like overlap with your inventory, so that's kind of stupid. I don't know why it works that way. Go away. Oh, it's because I click on that. Yeah, like it doesn't block inputs through it. So you have to actually make sure that you're not clicking on anything. Oh, 10 out of 10. So I want like a belt, which is 30. Wow, I don't like this truth. How many machines do I need? 90. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 60 machines, so I can feed like 50% more. Wow. Damn it, stop being stupid, me. Because one belt in means one belt out. Yes, I can. This is perfectly for one belt. Here, let me show you. One belt in, one belt out. 2 belts of sulfuric acid. Which is exactly what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It's just filling up the buffers now as well, so it'll be delayed a bit. But this is what I can support. Yeah, I see you have 2 belts for sulfur. I already realized that earlier. Perfect. I think I can have one more, but I've got one. I only have 2 spare outputs. That's not enough. And so this is like where I would love for copy pasting to be a thing. Because then I could just say, hey, I want to copy this entire thing. I just plop it down. What's your parts per second? Let me enable my consumption, because I don't know if I want to enable my consumption right now. Actually, no. If I want anything more, I should build it on my own planet anyway. So, because what happened is that I was trying to fix it on my own planet, and then I noticed, oh, hey, something's going wrong here. What's your theoretical parts per second? Quite high, I think. But we're gonna see it in a bit. What I can consume once I enable everything. You can also see how far the sphere is, because I have already finished designing the second half of the sphere, as it were. Enjoyed my frame rate tanking as soon as we get in here. I also still have the two components that are still issues are blue magnets and the titanium alloy. But I think titanium alloy is going to be fixed now. I just need, because I just fixed that at the start of this stream. It's going to take a little while to actually change. Kerplunk. So let's see. So I have about 30,000 parts in my buffers. So we'll first enable the sails again. Your Dyson sphere is very... Yeah, it is. Don't think about it. These... I have more things that can fire. Not all of them will. Kerplunk. Alright, now we just gotta wait a little bit for everything to start filling up. But you can see here, we're at about 60,000 out of 170,000 parts. And you build way too big for not having... That doesn't matter. Energy is not a concern. Autosaves, however, are. Alright, there we go. We're actually running out of power. Oh my god, I haven't even thought about that. Crap. I'm probably going to actually need suns here. Should be somewhere here. Yeah. I probably need more. Don't think 2 is going to be enough. Just a hunch. Good grief. No, I know what I need to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, I don't have enough sills right now, but I do have a different idea. So I can just export energy from my other planets. Yeah, I can just make receivers. Or I can know that the issue with Sun production is not. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Why did you happen? I thought I fixed that. Kerplonk. Did you? Yeah, you still didn't ever get those. You fucked your home world. Yeah, it's because of you. How are you doing? Yeah, you were working at least. Yeah. Hmm. Should have disabled remote supply? Oh god, of course it won't even work. Oh, I have an idea. Yeah. Could in theory switch you all to like power generation, right? It's not great, but it'll keep the base running. It's an awful idea, Emo. No, not when my base is dying. The thing is, I have some of these at least in like. Like, this is basically emergency mode. But one thing I can do at least, since they do keep producing, no matter what the power. No, because this is better. Because what I need you to do is start working. That FPS, yeah, I just don't have it. Yeah. I think I'll just import some of these, like a few thousand from my world, my other planet, and just put it in here. Because this gets consumed by multiple things, including deuterium. But that's why I built... Well, no, so it goes in here. Just immediately flows out. I can't set like a priority. I guess I just need to turn you off. Yeah, I think that's the issue. Yeah, okay, let's just turn you off. So you actually go to... Actually go over here. Hey, look, they're actually working again. Hey, at least these accumulators did some of their work, right? But yeah, this was just not properly self-sufficient, which is a bit of a shame. Also, this is horribly built. Like, this is cramped AF. I should really just copy the setup that I have on the other world over here, and then it should work a lot better. Is there any reserve here? Deuterium? No, but I don't give a fuck. Should be fine. Although I don't need a buffer of like thousands here, but like 3,000 is probably a good idea. Yeah, we're actually going to slowly see more suns activate. So that's good though. Am I going to do something really stupid? Yeah, I'm going to do something really stupid. It's for the great. It's for the support of my own, you know? And you know, you could say, okay, I can take these out, for example. I think this is a better idea because at least I know that this is consistent now. And that I don't have to worry about, you know, that I don't have to worry about these stopping and like getting a start-stop thing going on all the time, which will just be completely useless. Oh god, I know a very dumb way of doing this. Oh yes, I know a very stupid thing I can do. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. Never have it be said that I am not an intelligent man. Oh, look at that brilliance. That's just... Oh. Sometimes my own intelligence surprises me. Okay. Good. So you're working. You're all hard at work. What's your issue right now? Just not enough antimatter. Just fine. We're working on that. If only I could stack these, you know. But no. I'm not allowed. Okay, good. Seeing more and more work. Fantastic. We're currently dropping below 100. Yes, we are. So I can start turning some of these off very slowly. You should also be photon generating. Okay, good. So current power load is, yeah, still a bit below that. Because that charge there means that we're charging these. And we're charging these, albeit very slowly. Yeah, we're getting there. Good. You're doing well. Let's see. Okay. Probably sulfuric acid they're all lacking. Yeah. Actually. Come on, we need more spaghetti. There we go. So that should increase the production a bit. What a wonderful setup this is. Really, I haven't designed anything better looking in my on my entire planet, really. All right. Oh yeah, of course. There we go. Okay. So this should just take a while, but how are you doing even? You're getting there. So my original idea was to actually build some of these energy exchangers so I could export power from here to the other world. I'm not sure that is the best idea right now, but I need to actually start giving this some as well fairly soon. Nah, let's just do it now. I suspect the actual consumption is going to be fairly low. It just needs to fill up the buffers. Writing paper presentation consumes too much brain power. Not only do I need to read, but I need to understand. Aren't they fun? I'm glad I didn't have to do any, but I have to actually give my thesis presentation next week, in like 2 weeks or so. I'm not looking forward to that. Mostly because like I can present. I'm really good at public speaking. I just don't want to. I'm like so close to being done, and yet so far away. I can public speak to you just rather. I think it's fine, but it helps if I'm actually presenting a topic that I'm personally interested in. And I'm personally interested in. Of course, I'm interested in my own research topic, but it's like I've been talking about it for ages. I just want to be done with it. Is anything limiting you right now? No, perfectly great. Being consumed right now. The papers of interest, you know, it's paper. Interest can only go so far. Yeah, it's there's a limit, of course. I'm happy to see this though. Yeah, can put all of you to. Okay. Just a little under 100% satisfaction. I don't know why this paper decided it needs to spend 4+ pages in explanation what a decision tree is. Yeah, to be fair, I'm not spending 4 pages on crap. I do quite often feel in my thesis right now, I'm like, hey, why am I explaining this? But then I remember that my professor is totally not familiar within the world of computer science. So I basically have to. Not that I think he'll read the damn thing, but you know, I have to make a damn attempt. Yeah, why explain it? The thing is, Shadow, that is a valid question for me, because I have my software already produced. The only thing I would need to write in theory is how it works and a discussion. They need to understand, give enough. Well, the thing is, like, for me, it's a bit 50-50, because I have to still explain how my software or my paper pertains to that concept. Like, what does it do with it? Why is it relevant? So I have to like kind of do it anyway, and it just makes the text not only flow a bit better, but it's also like, if he doesn't know it anyway, I might as well put it there, because it does make the text flow a little bit better if you actually explain it. We explained in detail Kalman filtering, but the code we didn't end up using it. Of course they wouldn't check. What's a Kalman filter? Is this a concept? I haven't heard of that before. I probably have actually used it before. Oh, that kind of stuff. I have used this in very sparingly in words in my simulation. My simulation course, but the other one analysis and stuff like that. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, C Fusion. Okay, everything but 3 are still running. Good. I should probably just plop a whole host of these down to at least have like backup power. The professor tried to break the logic in our demo, but there was no way to tell what was happening because there was no visual feedback. Oh, that's great. Wonderful. That's why the reviews of an easy target to base their rejection on used the wrong algorithm. Yeah. Well, I don't have any like that. Actually, thinking about the presentation, I should actually use the fact that I'm giving a digital one a bit more, because I can just give a live demonstration of my entire software stack. Yeah. It's actually not a bad idea. I'm not the presentation itself going to be fine, but the thing is I'm very close to the end that I'm not entirely sure I actually have. We're almost done here. I actually have the no, it's not watching code run. The thing is that the actual processing, the products are fairly interesting. Because the thing is that this is something that people need to start using themselves as well. It's not like a proof of concept or something. It's like this is an actual piece of software that people are going to be using almost daily, what I wrote. So I should display that it actually has benefits. I could actually, well, if I did the processing for one of the data sets I have, it would take half an hour. And then it's going to be like, well, I hope you brought lunch because we're going to be sitting here for half an hour. Probably take one. If you don't have GUI, I have a GUI. That's the point as well. I should probably make a few more of these no matter what. Dyson Sphere program, what do I need for you? Steel and blue. Like all of these, like for example, also use up everything, and their buffers need to be filled up as well. So there's like a lot of buffers here that consume fairly the same components. One silica. I think I remember seeing some students hardcode their solutions during their presentation because their code didn't work. I had a few moments like that where I was talking to someone about like why it wouldn't work, or like it wasn't working, and it was mostly like, oh hey, I found another bug that's actually pretty good, because I would rather it happen during one of my discussions with my professor than during someone else actually using it. But I won't be during the actual presentation when I'll be running it. I don't know how it wouldn't work. I mean, at least my software is fairly deterministic, so I'd be very surprised if that would happen. What's going on here? Oh yeah, you're Mark. Oh, you're Mark 1? You're Mark 2. What is this hodgepodge of belts? Let's actually drop them in the appropriate chests. Okay, and why don't we make a few more? Oh yeah, let's not make all of those, if you don't mind. That's better. Yeah, we just need to make none of them. But we'll see how it goes. Like, we'll have a test trial presentation first. Yeah, you can't replace the damn thing. We'll have a trial first, and then I'll have the actual presentation. So like the chance of anything actually going wrong is fine. And even then, I could just show the graphs as well. It's like, hey, look, it totally works. Just believe me. Please believe me. Yeah, even I would like to see a buffer get created, but like everything is gonna take a while before like the final ones are gonna be done. However, big thing, we're not researching at the moment, so I should actually add these on. There we go. But at least I almost definitely found an internship. I just need to actually make sure I get it, and then I can actually start looking for PhDs. I talked to a professor from Dresden about something else, and he said, "Oh yeah, there's like almost no one who does computer science as well as life science, so you would be a very valuable asset to a lot of people." I'm like, okay, thanks, but I'm still not sure I would like to. He meant like within Dresden. I'm not sure I want to go there. He also said that what does he say again? That he could see from my work that I was a very skilled programmer. I'm not sure he actually looked at the code, but you know, he might be blind in both eyes. Let's see. Yeah, it's just a bit of waiting now. I mostly want to make sure that at least this is all working, because now we're out of deuterium. Huh. Oh, I guess it's just flowing too much. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not sure, but you know, I think it was mostly. I think he said that the ImageJ2 systems that we both work with are very difficult to understand, and it was mostly within the context of I was banging my head against the wall, and apparently it took you a bit shorter, a bit less of that to figure it out. I found it a bit weird because programming skills are required in my field. What do you mean exactly? Do you mean with the life sciences thing? It's more that like biophysics and stuff like that usually don't have like more dedicated people doing it. You have a lot of people who do like MATLAB hacking, like MATLAB script writing, but the thing is that what they produce is usually like for them and not for wider use, leading to very obtuse scripts and stuff like that. Is the thing that they usually produce is, it's not bad, it functions just fine, it even works pretty well usually. The issue is just that it's all proof of concept, like not actual, oh, we're going to focus on speed and stuff, like actual usability is always going to be like, if it works, it works. All the bare millimeters, data crawling, data muggling, statistical analysis. Yeah, we do a lot of with Python as well. But like students, for example, like they know how to work with Python, but they don't know. But you cannot really write good ImageJ plugins in Python. You have to really use Java if you want to have it work proper. But yeah, no one knows how to, because it's not like taught, of course, because we're not a comp sci uni. For us, is if you need it, you learn it. Yeah, like that's what I did for Java. Because we have like, you can learn R, you can learn Python at uni, pretty alright, but you can't learn UR, photon generation. You cannot learn, you can't really learn Java. That would be my most cursed future, I think. I end up teaching programming at university. I think. And the only reason too is not because you're good, it's because no one else wants to. That would be a meme. The Java for my first programming course was a good experience, of a bit painful. Yeah, we didn't have a programming course, that's the issue. We only have Python here as a dedicated one. And frankly, that course is shit. I would love to actually sit down with that guy and actually make it sort of good. Because I would love something that actually like is applicable. So you actually have, yeah, it's a lot of people first language. I think the issue with that course here specifically, that a lot of people, like, you need it for various things. I would like to actually have like the first month, you have 2-month courses, the first month be general, and then 1 more month where you can choose what to do. And you can do something like learn how to make an ImageJ plugin, learn how to do data analysis, or just do normal comp sci and just do like dip your toes in there. And then based on that, you could like see, oh, is there actually demand for a course here? Because like learning how to write software that others will use is not something that's like taught really at university. And the thing is that a lot of times you get a PhD, a PhD or a person who does a PhD, and they write these MATLAB scripts, right? And then students who take classes that they help in, they use those. And because they're so obtuse, the PhD and the teacher never actually show them how it works. It's like, change these 2 values and then run it. And then half the time it doesn't work. And if the plugin was easier to, if the student had some experience, you could actually let them tinker it with themselves. We kind of got that in my magnetic resonance and imaging course, where we got the MATLAB script ourselves and we're told, hey, like, play with these things, which I liked a lot more. But the issue was there that wasn't a programming course at all, so they couldn't go any more in depth. It was more like, if you know what you're doing, you can play with it. That's it. And frankly, that course was done by too many people who had no idea how to program. Program, so you just read documentation and copy stack. Exactly, it's very easy. Don't understand how anyone can fail at it. Right, your buffers are filling up still. Jeez, that's so slow. All right, how are you doing? Yeah, that's a lot better. Alright, so how are you doing now? That's good to see. Although I should probably set you to like 50%. Just so, yeah, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Left. I'm gonna really should automate these. I mean. The array receivers. So, now that you're actually exporting a bit more, actually do what we were. So one of the reasons why I actually still do that is to keep them separated. It allows me to make sure that my local power is always supplied. Go to the other end. Anyway, teaching is not something I see myself doing at any moment in the future. Good Lord, no. I also got an email for the election stuff, or a letter even, with my schedule and stuff, and how much I'll be compensated, and it's at least slightly above minimum wage. I'm gonna be sitting at a bureau to teach my own course as a PhD. Oh, that'll be fun, right? What's the worst that can happen? But yeah, I'll be. I will abuse the students. Oh, I don't doubt it. I'll be. So I said I'll be doing that election stuff, and for one day, because I'll be counting votes as well. Can I actually do this? Let me check. I'll get paid $180, and I check the schedule. And I am the 4th member of the voting bureau. And my current schedule is from 7 to 7, with then a 2-hour break, and then I have to count votes. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. I do expect there to like not be like, oh, you have to actually work for 7 hours in a row. I suspect that at least one person will probably be taking breaks at a time. Short breaks, that is. And that like the only real busy moments are going to be like at the start and as people get off work. And maybe at noon. Otherwise, I don't think it's actually going to be all that busy. Abuse them and gaslight the thing, but they are incompetent. Don't gaslighting need it there. How you doing now? It's only 200% overloaded now. Amazing. Like, if they didn't want to be treated like idiots, then they shouldn't have been idiots. Easy as that. To be fair, like, in my experience, students are just complete and utter morons. I've had some of my classmates be sort of skilled, and actually I would say most of them were fairly skilled, but like the real dumb ones just stick out like a sore thumb. And of course I almost always had to work with one of those, because our last names were right next to one another. All right, let's see how you're doing now. Still 155. Jeez. Structure points. Doing all right though. What the hell? Oh, I see. It's really weird. So I think, yeah, you got polluted, but I can just move you so you're slightly out of the way. A single transaction costs nearly a gigawatt of Bitcoin, huh? I can just like also move it myself a bit. It's actually way faster. This is so dumb. Nice, it's actually working. 140%. Better scale up solar. Not even the worst idea, but it's not tightly locked. Solar is really only properly viable on a planet that has solar is tightly locked. Even then, I would probably make it an energy-producing planet. And just you put everything into whatchamacallits, the accumulator stuff. You know the ones, those things you can charge. Yeah, put it into accumulators and send it abroad. You can shoot more than 50 terawatts a year on Bitcoin, yeah. Okay, it's not gonna get much better than this, so I'm just gonna leave it. You can already see the improvement there. Alright, good. So where are we now? 71,000. So we're gonna be going to at least about 90,000. And there are no more sails in orbit. Every single one that reaches almost immediately turns blue. Oh, nice. Actually they shade slowly and they fade into blue, showing that they're actually moving towards something. I do wonder why they don't just shoot directly towards the plane, because, like, what are they moved by? At this rate, we're going to need our own Dyson sphere to power bit. You're not wrong. Alright, it's looking better and better with the moment, at least. I just wonder what's the limiting factor. I assume that with the sales, it's, as always, it's just like the actual ones that are shooting at any one given moment are just kind of like the axis of this planet is worse than I thought it would be. The orbit inclination being at like 6 degrees kind of sucks, because like it's just not enough sometimes above here. Probably should just actually... Yeah, so not that many more actually will be firing. Yeah. Orbit 1, you're already shooting Orbit 1, right? No, 4. Shooting a bit more at least. But yeah, those amount of rockets, like, we can't sustain that with production-wise, I think. I'd be very surprised if we could. Crunch. So even at this rate, right? What are we doing? 1 minute. 1,000 a minute, jeez. Even at that rate, we're gonna need another 100,000. So it's gonna take at least 1.5 hours. And we can sustain maybe 20 minutes or so. So yeah, I don't know. I think, will I even be completing a whole sphere? Even if I double it now, it's gonna take like at least 3 hours of production. I can plop down more rockets, of course. That's not very difficult, but I suspect that my sills in the end will also be an issue, since I need at least like a whole factor more. Nah, like more than that even. Need like 20. It's like, yeah, 17,000 to 1.5 million. So it's like 2 factors more. And it's not even like this. It's just the shooting speed is so low. Yeah. Why is your titanium so low? Oh yeah. I wonder why. I wonder why. Poor old planet. But yeah, I can actually start using that power more. I think that at least on these planets, plopping down more of the collectors isn't a bad idea. Like, this planet consumes so much, I should just move away from deuterium. Like, there's just not a doubt about it. Yeah, I think at the moment it's mostly going to be waiting for the rockets. Because, like, what can I sustain? How many do I have? Yeah, it's insufficient power still. I think I should start exploring. I should start exporting words. The black drink. I think the devs really had an idea that you would go. I think the reason why is the devs like didn't expect. Let's say it this way: people are stupid, and they make the biggest thing available, like me. What they should have done is actually lock sizes of Dyson spheres. So they should have like the first one, small one, is like actual the end of the first game, as it were, because what the devs kind of intended was to be like stepping stones. The first Dyson sphere leads you to be able to do the second Dyson sphere more easily. So build a small one first, then have like a repeatable Dyson sphere tech. Yeah, like up the amount they produce then, see Fusion. The point is that I don't mind them being much more expensive, but they just don't give us the tools to effectively build a factory that can do that. Ergo, blueprints, for example. It's like, it's super easy to plop a lot of these down, but you can never feed them. It's just not enough. They also produce, consume like so much power, like 15 gigawatts. Like, this whole planet consumes like, I think more than my base planet. Yeah, it consumes like 2.5 gigawatts. And there's next to no industry anymore on this planet. My science consumes 2 gigawatts. I don't know what my science actually consumes right now. Let me check. Oh, actually, that's another thing on my home planet. Science isn't running at the Science isn't running at the moment because I don't get enough black matter, sorry, antimatter to fuel that. It's all going into filling up the buffer. But like building these is such a pain without better tools. I think like if the actual power would be running, I would be consuming maybe, yeah. I would probably be consuming this. You just want to stack them. If I could stack them, I would be so happy. Can I stack them? I haven't tried. I would be very surprised if I could, though. It wouldn't make any sense, of course, but, you know. I think the biggest point, the biggest thing there is mostly that, I have some over here. Is that just building more of them is frustrating. Purely due to, like the most effective way is having a row of the mirrors and then a row of, well, outputs. But like, splitting the mirrors all the time is a pain. I would love for it to actually be chainable, at least daisy chainable. That would make this so much easier and better, but bah, can't do it. And when I started the ray, I don't know what level of ray receiving tech you actually got to. When I started, it was actually a decent priority because like getting more was actually pretty beneficial. Unfortunately, you need an output. Yeah, no, you have 4 sides of access, or just make a 4th one. Make like the deuterium stuff things, the fractionators. Input, daisy chain, output. Easy peasy. Why are you making... Oh, you're making warpers. Oh, no, you're making you. I guess that's my buffer that's filling up, eh? Yeah, none of these are working right now. I can actually remove the top ones because I've emptied those out. Produce 60 science a second. 30 science, you mean of the white science? The issue there right now is these. The thing is that I need to actually start producing these proper. Because I've got 2 components. No, I've got 3 components here. Then I need the blue drink. 1 and steel. I've got iron. Yeah. I guess I could do that actually here. I managed 50 a sec, 50 and it broke my wrist. Doesn't sound too pleasant, I have to say. What do you require? Chip said you can't stack part. That sounds awful. I mean, I have whatever this amount is right now, and I think it's currently my limiting factor as well. It's like, fuck going straight. Why did I do this? Why did I take a left turn here? Oh, look, it makes an L. I think that fits. Why are you not making anything? Oh, pink drink. Crap. I think my remote pink drink production is running out. Deuterium is limited? What the? Yeah, I need more. Any of you not working? No, you're all working. Whoa. At least this is good to see. Right. Anyway, my point was to maybe start exporting and then make the... Oh god, it takes so much time to even design. Yeah, I'm running out. I need to check pink drink. It's part of my power production. Because efficiency drops by like a metric butt ton. Alright, let's check the pink drink production out. What's my... Okay, don't fall asleep, Nitro. Still need to beat that naval level. Wait, what naval level? Still need you to... Oh, that one! Yeah, and it's gonna be tonight. Oh god, it's gonna be... Oh, it's gonna be awful. Yeah, you're right. I was wondering what you were talking about. Oh god, it's gonna be so bad, isn't it? I have no idea what I should do to actually beat that level. Right, so let me take a look somewhere. So DSR, as well as NTR, is where it both came from. So let's check DSR first. I am mostly incompetent. It is just the game that's difficult. It's not my fault. How could it be my fault? I'm genius. We'll see tonight, though. I have no idea. I think like heavy turtling with regards to boats is a good idea, and maybe like what Knaffel mentioned, like send out scouting boats. I think Knaffel was it. Send out scouting boats. So I can't optimize it. I want to figure it out myself. Damn it. Oh, there's it. I know I can figure it out. I just need a little more iteration time. Hey there, Avenue. Oh, let's see. So a lot of optical grading crystals. But that's not what I need. I think... What? What? I've run out of copper. Okay. Well, that would explain a thing. I thought the copper would actually be enough on this planet. How much unipolar do we have left? Very little. It's only like 18,000 or so. So let's... I'm just gonna wait until these arrive and then I'll leave. I don't care much for Dominions. I watched a little bit and I just saw this obtuse UI where Jake was getting shafted. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. And then I left. Alright, good, you've arrived. Because it was like 10 to 1, right? Yeah, 10 to 1. Watching people get shafted is only fun to understand why they're getting shafted. I'll send you the save after the stream. You can take a look at it a little bit before I go to dinner. Let's see, and yeah, we're gonna... Well, actually, I could do it right now. This is gonna take like freaking age and a half. Let's see. Rise of Nations, save files. The My Games folder in the My Documents. Wonderful. Rise of Nations, what folder? Rise of Nations. Recorded, no, saves. Here you go. Let me... There, enjoy. Quite enjoyed Dominions myself. Just said I'm scared I can't. It's. Wait, you're genuinely scared of the spiders? They're super pixelated. How can you? Oh God. Irrational phobia as a bitch. Yeah, I don't have one. Not an irrational one, at least. My girlfriend's scared of like needles and spiders too, and it's... I wouldn't say it's not fun poking fun at her for it, but it's quite fun. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I ran out of power. I have a fear of turning into a puddle at terminal velocity, but I think many share the same feelings. I have a feeling I wouldn't call it... Well, I wouldn't really call that irrational. It's like... It's irrational if you expect it to happen at any moment. But it's, you know... falling to your death is like... Well, you could argue that's like, oh, you're... like, being scared of heights isn't an irrational fear, at least. Gonna need to let it recharge a bit. At least we're not stuck with deuterium rods, thank God. Potato, potato. Well, just realize this. It's not the fall that's actually bad. It's the sudden stop that comes at the end. The only annoying thing right now, the games that just are research speed is so slow. I could turn up like the core thing, but it's like this one mecha core. No, it's energy circuit, right? Yeah. Mecha fuel power 1 megawatt. Right now we're at 80 megawatts already. Wait, no. Sorry, 14.4. So it's actually worth getting. Technically different. Apparently, a fear of falling is an instinctual fear. Of course it is. Yeah, so how much is that one actually? Oh, I've never researched this. Huh. Because I don't think I've ever researched that one. Doesn't help that our research speed is nothing at the moment. Because we don't have any... we're like putting everything into... putting everything into energy. Yeah, cheers. I'm gonna stop in a bit as well. Here we go, antimatter fuel. Producing at a steady supply, that's good. And production is about twice what consumption is. So yeah, once I've properly automated the pink drink again, I'll go back and make sure to actually automate making those ray receivers, because then I will be able to have much more production of those rods. Because only the excess, like power is my priority, of course. Alright, we're actually going to make it. Good, I can check what the limit is here. It might be none. I think there were some on their way. It might be from here, because the other one hasn't been producing for a while. Right, good. It's a neutron star. It's the only two places in my universe that actually have unipolar magnets. There's actually a mod that allows you to paste more resource nodes. And I have a feeling I kind of might want to do this for unipolar magnets, since they are a pain to produce otherwise. Let's see, where's my production facilities? Bonk. You seem to be producing just fine. Yeah, looks all good here. But this is another place where we are going to run out of copper at some point. So let's actually make sure that that doesn't stop all of a freaking sudden. There we go. Do I have any unipolar magnets? No. Good. Good. So, do we have a power pole, one of these? These allow you to actually charge a little bit faster. Actually recharge my core. Can't even make any. Yeah. So this one's running all right. I already make sure to tap into all the unipole. There was like actually a single unipole in magnet reserve here. And otherwise I'm going to start making the pink drink myself, which is... Oh, what is it? It was like the two resources that come from fire ice. So it's like fire ice and copper, which is not a rare thing. The issue is it also needs hydrogen, which I have enough of. You just need to find a gas giant that produces... Well, it's an ice giant, actually, that produces fire ice as well as hydrogen. And you can just use both to produce it, which is fantastic. Because I think that actually the ratio there is pretty all right. Let me check. So, oh, I see what the issue is. You need those freaking turbo engines. What was the one that I was thinking about then? Oh, it was the cashmere crystals. Yes. No, these are... Woof. No, I think I'm just gonna... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cheat. I don't care. Those turbo engines are such a pain to make. The reason why is that you need those for these as well. So like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to bother doing that. Was it the DSP cheats mod that did that? I don't remember. What was that one again? There was like a... Was it a cheat one? I don't remember exactly. I need to check that out, because I think that's actually going to be a fairly... Yeah, here, allow models to easily add new veins and wedges? Or is it like a new type of vein and not actually a new vein? I need to check into that. Yeah, I'll need to take a look into that. Because that'll at least allow me to make sure my entire factory doesn't come crashing down, because I didn't think that I would have so little of this resource. There's like a tool with which you can explore seeds, and I think my seed with like 3 million of it is on a very low end. I don't know if it was like the God mode. No. Actually, I'll take a look at what this vein helper does. Yeah, it will not visibly do anything. So we know that one doesn't do anything. The Python console one. Don't think this was the mod that I was thinking about. I would just like to add it here. I don't want to add it on like my super close ones. That'll be a bit too cheaty. But I would like this one so I could at least keep the current settings I have, and I don't have to get screwed by that, because I think yeah, like you could have just turned on infinite resources as well, which would have had the same effects. Yeah, I'll look into this. I think there's one more mod. Oh, it's all in Chinese. Oh, translate from Google Translate. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did for sure. We're going to be back in a few hours with the Patreon games. First is going to be Star Wars Dark Forces, and then we're going to be doing the other one, Rise of Nations. Should be fun. So, until then, have a good evening, and well, I'll see you later. We're going to save the game. I need more magnets. So, cheers.